Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the wedding here of Dylan and Kate. For those of you who might not know me, my name is Brian, and I've actually had the privilege of watching Kate grow up her whole life. For Dylan's friends and family, Kate and I are cousins. I know right now you don't see any of the resemblance, but I promise you we are. It's been a blessing to have watch Kate grow up and have a front row seat to infanthood. She was actually one of the first babies I've ever held when I was 4 years old to what she is now on her glorious wedding day. Seeing you take on the challenge of motherhood, Kate, has truly warmed my heart. You can see that Brooks is growing into a fine young gentleman, and that's definitely because of your efforts. You've grown into a brilliant businesswoman. You have an eye for perfection, and you always make sure everyone is feeling good. And that's a testament to how you were raised, to your glorious parents, Jordan and Trisha. On a day like today, you definitely should be very proud. Dylan, what can I say about you?
You got 10 minutes? Yeah.
Paul and Tammy, you guys did the best you could with what you were given here.
Say that again. Say it again.
No, truthfully speaking, the first time I met, or Kate was talking about Dylan, she was saying all these wonderful things. I saw her smile, and I thought, there's no way a guy could be this good. I was like, I hope she's happy, and I hope it works out. And then I met Dylan a couple months later, and the one main word that comes to my mind when I think of Dylan is genuine. He's genuinely one of the best people I've ever met. The way that you've taken a hold of Brooks and really been that father figure to him has been excellent, and the way that you show Kate love and taking care of her has been remarkable. We're all here because these two found something real in each other. Not something rushed or idealized, but something built on experience, understanding, and choice. I ran into this quote when making my remarks for today. I want to read it verbatim because I think it's perfect for this moment. If life can remove someone you've never dreamed of losing, it can replace them with someone you've never dreamt of having. I think that's true today. This isn't the first chapter for either of them. It's a new one. Something powerful about that. They both know what it means to commit, to grow, to navigate life's challenges, understanding what truly matters in this wild thing called life. When one of the most meaningful parts of this union is lovely Brooks. Dylan, the way you've stepped into the role of fatherhood says a lot about who you are. Being a father figure isn't about titles, it's about consistency, patience, and showing up every single day, which you do. And Brooks is very lucky to have you. Kate, you build a life centered around love and resilience. It is clear that the foundation that you've created is strong. Today isn't just about the two of you, it's about the three of you and the family that you plan on building. My lovely wife and I are getting ready to celebrate 4 years of marriage next week. So I think that qualifies me to give a little bit of marriage advice. You can ask her. But for everybody here in the audience, think about this. Raise your hand if you're so inclined. But how many times have you gotten mad at someone? Thrown a hissy fit, right? Maybe not talk to that person for a certain amount of time. And then when you circle back and you talk to that person, you realize the whole thing was just a misunderstanding. I want you guys to avoid that, right? Communication is the number one building block for any successful relationship, and it's critical to have communication in a marriage. Don't assume, Dylan, don't assume why Kate is mad, upset, angry, or depressed. Same goes for you, Kate. But communicate. Talk about these issues. Resolve them so they're not reoccurring. Marriage isn't about perfection. It's about choosing each other. Choose each other on the good days. Choose each other on the bad days. You show up, you communicate, and you continue to be a partnership moving forward. So today is simple. It's about commitment, partnership, building a life that reflects who you both are together. Now, they prepared their own vows, so Dylan is going to go first. Please state your vows.
Okay. would have thought that 3 years ago what started as, hey, you like the Steelers and like going to football games, would have turned out into this. When I first met you, we were at different points in our lives, but I knew I had found something special. On our first date at Drift Cafe, I quickly recognized that we shared the same hobbies and interests. At that time, you were everything that I didn't know I needed in a person, as in being so kind, funny, and overall neat. From our weekends at the beach at your parents' house and swimming at my parents' pool, you have no idea how much time I love spending with you. You have taught me things over the last few years that I wasn't very good at, as in how to communicate better, how to be patient, and how to be a part-time Steelers fan. Since then, you have changed my life in so many ways. You have made me happier, stronger, more patient, and converted me to now a full-time/part-time Steelers fan. Thank you for allowing me to get so close to Brooks. From our first play date at Thurgood Marshall to our endless nights at the Green Cricket Field, I have grown so close to him, and I promise I will always have a special place in my heart for him, and promise that I will always have endless energy to wake up at the ass crack of dawn and deal with him. But at the end of the day, he will always have that special place in my heart. From our early mornings of Saber knocking on the bed to our endless nights of bonfires and Max and Brooks have endless wars, I promise that days like that will never change, and I promise to make you laugh when you are stressed, hold you when you are down, and hype you up when you feel doubt in yourself. I promise to help you, Brooks, and the boys every day to make life much easier and more relaxing. Most of all, I promise to keep choosing you. On the days that are easy, hard, messy, I will always choose you. You are my best friend, the love of my life, and the greatest person that I have met. I can't wait to keep making memories with you, Brooks, and I always promise to love you to the very end.
Beautiful sentence. Mr. and Mrs. DePrima, you should be very happy that your son is standing here today. This is a great experience. Kate, your vows, please.
Trying to do this. Once upon a time, the planets and the fates and all the stars aligned. You and I ended up in the same room at the same time. That night, I gave you one piece of advice: don't fall in love with every round. But here we are, and I'll be thankful every day that you didn't listen. The first time I saw you 3 years ago this weekend, it felt like you were a piece of me I was always meant to find. You were at the other end of our invisible string. Apparently, the universe will keep two people apart until the timing is right. When they finally meet, there are so many coincidences and the help of a few best friends that if one thing were to have fallen out of line, they might have never had a chance. But in our story, all the challenges we faced put us exactly where we were supposed to be. It may have taken a few twists and turns, but I found that true happiness is 3 dogs, a little boy we both adore, and you, a man that wants to dream with me. I'm so lucky that you have an incredible family and circle of best friends who've supported us at every phase, and I never felt more at home. Dylan, today and every day, I choose you as my best friend, my greatest love, and my husband, and I promise I'll find you at the other end of our string in every end.
I think we do have some rings. These rings are a symbol not just of love, but of commitment. Reminder of the promises that we made here today, and the life that we're choosing to build together. So, my assistant, Brooks, can you please give Dylan your mother's ring? Dylan, take the ring and repeat after me. I choose you today and every day.
I choose you today.
Yeah. All right, Kate, take the ring for Dylan, please. And repeat after me. I choose you today and every day. Wonderful. You've chosen each other with full hearts and clear eyes. You built something meaningful today. You made it official in front of those that care about you the most. Now, a little bit about me before we close is I grew up an only child. So growing up, I always looked at Kate and her sister Emily as younger sisters of mine. Today, I'm happy to say, Dylan, you're my mom. authority given to me, it is my honor to pronounce you husband and wife. Dylan, please kiss your bride.